Welcome to the channel. Well, today, I'd like to share my journey, how I start off in the US. So, move here. When I move here, I start to read the books on whatever topic that I want to be educated about, right? So, I have passion for numbers. So, I was like, okay, so anything to around personal finance, that's what gravitate me. So I have burning desire for that. So I was like, okay. I popped into this first book. It was The Intelligent Investor. Well, that book changed how I think about the world, in the investment world, I should say. So the author for that book is Benjamin Graham. If you didn't know, Warren Buffett is the greatest investor in the world. Benjamin Graham is Warren Buffett's mentor. So Warren Buffett is the mentee of Benjamin Graham. So what I learned in that book is value investing. And that's when the light bulb go off. And then I start like, okay, what is a stock? Then figure out what is a stock. They're like, oh, what is a bond? Then I figure out what is a bond. Then what is an ETF? What is a mutual fund? What is an index fund? So now I'm learning about all these different kind of asset class. And I was like, whoa. And then I got gravitated to dividend investing. So you telling me that you can buy a asset class and no matter what, it's going to pay you a dividend every month, every quarterly. I was like, wow, it's pretty cool. That's why the rich always say, while they're sleeping, they're making money. Then I fall in love with dividend investing. Make me a dividend portfolio. I have it up to this day. I call it the For Fun Dividend Portfolio. In later videos, I'm gonna share what I have in my For Fun Dividend Portfolio. I have several brokerage accounts because it's just fascinating watching how your money working for you. So then I I read another book that changed the whole game again, which is that book is it's by Tony Robbins, one of my favorite book. It is Money Master the Game because when you think about it, if you go ahead and you jump into the investment world and you have no clue what you're doing. That's why most people said, oh, investment is like gambling, but it's not. If you know what you're doing, what to do, when to do it, it's not gamble. So when I read that book, Money Master the Game, it teach me one main point that up to this day, I use it, which is asset allocation. So once you master asset allocation, you know that, okay, if I have, just use Apple as an example. I have Apple, which is, just say Apple is a growth stock. And then I have waste management. So waste management, it's a stable stock, pay a dividend, so it's not going to be all over the place. So that will mainly be like a value stock right there. Then you maybe have like a high volatility stock like Tesla. Say, Tesla is like up, down, up, down. So that's like a high growth stock. So now I learned that, okay, how much percentage should you put into growth? How much percentage should you put into like a bond? How much percentage should you put into a dividend? And how much percentage should you have like on the sideline as dry powder, which is cash? So when there is like an opportunity for you to actually like, I call it Black Friday in the stock market. So everything is like dirt cheap. So you have that cash where you can sweep in and buy up all of those assets dirt cheap. So I master asset allocation, or I have the whole full understanding of asset allocation. Help a lot. So as I said, put that percentage in that. And then with that book, I learned something about rebalancing. A lot of people invested in their portfolio and they're not rebalancing their portfolio. So think about your 401k at work. Those mutual fund manager, what they do is every quarter or every year or so, what they do, they rebalance the portfolio. So they might take, say the growth is doing good, they might take money from the growth a little bit, take profit from the growth and put into maybe dividend, or maybe put it into a little bit of cash and stuff like that. So they keep the portfolio going smoothly. So the end of the year, you might get like a solid return. So they keep the return kind of a little bit like stable. Well, that's all I have to say for today. Thank you for watching. Look out for my videos. I'm not a full-time content creator, so see with me. My goal is to drop good content every Friday because I still work. So I would want to put in more time into dropping good content for my viewers and my subscriber. Thank you so much for watching. Always a pleasure. Peace out.